Okay, so we all know Superman, right? The guy can fly, shoot lasers from his eyes, and literally survive in space. He's basically a walking cheat code for life. But get this, turns out, his invulnerable skin, yes, the thing that makes him bulletproof, isn't all it's cracked up to be. Gasp! Who knew physics could humble the Man of Steel? Let's dive into this wild revelation and figure out how one villain used basic science to take Superman down a peg. Spoiler alert, it's genius. This is Holly Molly, the channel where we unpack all the superhero drama, comic book twists, and those little nerdy details that make us go. And today, honey, we're talking about how Superman's greatest strength is also kind of a weakness. Let's get into it. All right, let's start with the basics. Superman is that guy. He's got a power roster longer than your CVS receipt. Super speed, heat vision, flight, frost breath, X-ray vision, super strength, and, drumroll please, invulnerable skin. You know, the thing that lets him casually shrug off bullets like they're mosquitoes? Yeah, that's what we're focusing on today. Turns out, his bulletproof skin isn't as untouchable as we thought. So, what's the catch? Well, in my adventures with Superman, we learned that even if bullets can't pierce his skin, the force behind them has to go somewhere. Physics, baby. Enter Agent DuBois, who figures out how to use this loophole to knock Superman around like a rag doll.
Robert Dubois, a world-class marksman. In his hands, anything is a deadly weapon. His father was a mercenary who trained his son to kill from the moment he was born. He's in prison for putting Superman in the ICU with a Kryptonite bullet.
Honestly, iconic villain behavior. Picture this. Superman's flying over a bridge doing his usual heroic thing when suddenly, bam, a bullet hits him. But instead of it bouncing off harmlessly, it pushes him, like full-on knocks him back. Agent DuBois basically says, yes, Superman's skin might be invincible, but the laws of physics are not. Genius move, right? Think about it. Superman is like a bowling pin, and these bullets are the bowling balls. Sure, they don't break the pin, but they still send it flying. And if you hit him with enough force, he could theoretically break a bone. Yep, even the Man of Steel has his limits. Let's talk about the struggles of having invulnerable skin, because apparently it's not all sunshine and capes. For one, if Superman ever needed surgery, like, say he choked on Kryptonite-flavored gum, good luck finding a scalpel that can cut him open. And two, every bullet that hits him basically feels like a punch. So, imagine someone firing a bazooka at him. That's not just a punch, that's a WWE smackdown. And don't forget, Doomsday literally beat Superman to death once. So, yeah, invulnerable doesn't mean invincible. It just means you need to be really creative to take him down, and Agent DuBois nailed it. Okay, let's address the haters. Some people say Superman is too powerful and therefore boring. Excuse me? First of all, he's an alien who fights for truth, justice, and looking flawless in spandex. But secondly, these little creative loopholes are what makes Superman so fascinating. Like, sure, Kryptonite is the OG way to take him down, but when creators find fresh, clever ways to challenge him, like using physics to make him flinch, it's pure comic book gold. It's a reminder that Superman might be super, but he's not untouchable. And honestly, that's what makes him such a fun character to root for. Let's talk hypotheticals for a second. Imagine you had invulnerable skin. Sounds amazing, right? But think about it. Every bump, fall, or random bird flying into you would feel like a full-body impact. And don't even get me started on how awkward it'd be in a hospital. Hi, Doc. Can you remove this splinter? Oh, wait. Nothing can penetrate my skin. Awkward. Superman's invulnerability is a double-edged sword. It protects him, sure, but it also makes his life way more complicated. And the fact that Agent DuBois figured out how to exploit that, brilliant. Somebody give that man a villain award. So, what's the takeaway here? Superman might be the strongest guy in the DC universe, but even he can't beat physics. And honestly, that makes him way more relatable. Like, who among us hasn't been knocked down by life, literally or metaphorically, because of some unavoidable rule? Gravity, am I right? At the end of the day, Superman isn't just a hero because he's powerful. He's a hero because he keeps getting back up, even when the odds and the bullets are stacked against him. All right, Holly Molly Squad, what do you think about Superman's physics-based weakness? Genius or totally unfair? Let me know in the comments. And while you're down there, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of the superhero tea. This is Holly Molly, where we keep it nerdy, gossipy, and 100% iconic. Until next time, stay super, my friends.